Hello, folks. Welcome to the finale. As we can see here, I'm going to try and get our grinding done a little bit faster. So we could be here for a few hours doing this. I'm just going to increase the experience, not the gil, because we don't need the gil. I mean, we will need the gil, but that's a fact of the matter for later. And the ABP we also do not need. So we do not need those boosted, we just need the experience boosted. Because we need that Hermes sandal that we're missing. So we are going to be making our way out very quickly, while ensuring everybody is dancing. Ooh. And everybody stays alive, more importantly. I would like, ideally, to have even our weakest characters have enough health to survive a Malgast. Oh god, that's a 4-timeser. I mean, Xenniage is gonna be also very useful, but when you can damage cap off of a sword dance, that's kind of more useful than a... That's kind of more useful, let's be honest. Although Xenniage will play quite a bit into the plans. Yama. I can tell you that. Gil Toss will be very, very handy. The biggest problem we have is we really only have dual cast as a healing method, which can only give us Cura. Not even Curaga, Cura. So 2 level 2 Curas, that's like 700? Give or take? 700 health? We do not have fast recovery options. Other than dual casting. And what's the other thing? High potions. Just throwing high potions everywhere. But I am missing one set of Hermes sandals. That's the reason we're running back. Although right now, Bart has enough health to survive in a Malgast, which should be all we would need to... Yeah, you see how the damage cap? Sword Dance is just stupid strong in the right hands. It also doesn't matter what row we're in, so most of the characters being in the back row does not matter at all. I may have to turn that off because that is a ridiculous amount of experience. But I suppose that is what... I suppose that's what 4 times endgame experience looks like, is like 20,000 a battle. Although I will say, Yama, having played this and the other Final Fantasies, the one thing I like about 5 as opposed to the other ones is the stats don't matter. Your level stats, that's associated to your current job. Jobs don't grant bonuses, which is one of the nice things over what 3's does. It's because I believe level 50 is max level cap. I believe level 50 is level cap. Omega. Omega, be kind. Omega. Omega. Please. Omega is being very rude today. At least I think that's level cap, or pretty much level cap. Because even 4 berserkers at level 50 can, with some luck, kill Ned and Ted, which are the acronyms I use for the final bosses. You've got Ted first with True Exdeath, and then Ned for Neo Exdeath. Yeah, we have no way of killing Omega if we tried. Like, we just straight up cannot pierce his defenses. Omega is stupidly powerful. We theoretically could kill Shinryu. I would need some coral rings to do so. But we could kill the other super boss. I just don't feel like it. I've killed him in enough fun ways to where I just don't care right now whether or not to kill him. I need to see what some of these characters have equipped, because the sword dances don't seem to be doing enough damage. Something seems to be off. Yeah, that's a crit and it's only doing 4,800. Something's not right. Oh, we just obtained 500,000 gold. Oh, Neo Shinryu is terrible. 94. 89. 102. I think... Oh, yeah. The super bosses are even worse. And, of course, the Japanese player would figure it out. In fact, a lot of the super bosses, especially the final super boss, Enyo, he's quite literally unfair. That's why not a lot of people, I think, cared too much when that content didn't come back in the Pixel remasters. Granted, the only thing we are missing, the one thing we are missing, is the glorious jobs that were introduced there. And they were kind of interesting. Yeah, I want Geomancer at least to be able to survive on a Malgast before I turn off the boost. But we do need to get some chicken knife stronger. I do have the stats for the final bosses pulled up, because they're not... It's not the funnest thing to fight. Because it is a 6-stage boss, a 2-stage boss with 650,000 health bosses. I was not joking about that. Okay, I'm not entirely accurate. The first one only has 50,000 health. Through Frozen Mirage. Oh no, that's not the way. I always forget this way. Yeah, if you check out the last stream, you'll see all the other bosses we had to murder last time. Cause there's like 7 in the void. Hello, Black Chocobo. Goodbye, Black Chocobo. And honestly, the only one that really threw us for a problem was Twintania. And that's because there really is no way to fight her because... Well, there's ways to fight her traditionally. They're just not fun. And that's because she does a counter. Oh yeah. 7 is not an exaggeration. Yeah, and they're all in very quick succession, too. But really, if you've got a good party setup, like we do with the constantly dancing party that we have, honestly, the only one who has problems doing consistent sword dance damage is Bart's, because these 3 classes can all equip Lamia tiaras, which are dancer-specific gear. That makes sword dancing 50% of the things you do. That was dangerous. That makes it a 50% of your dances be sword dances. Bart's has no way of equipping those in Samurai. I do have equip ribbon around, but if I put that on him, he can no longer dance. So that kind of ruins the point of it. Level checkers. We're just fortunate this is not what they do in Final Fantasy XIV. Like, can you imagine if they cast level 5 death, level 4 gravity, level 2 old? We would have no level manipulation capabilities in 14. It would be absolutely terrible. It might be time to get the bone mail out, actually. Thinking about it, the bone mail is immune to most status effects, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we could use that as an alternative for a ribbon. Because, we do... As useful as ribbons are in most Final Fantasies, and they're very useful in 5's bosses, too. What's more important is haste. Now we could... No, Landcrawler, be nice. Landcrawler, please be nice. Landcrawler is not going to be nice. Landcrawler is going to murder us. We're going to die before we get to leave the desert. Or not. For Landcrawler is now our friend. This is the weird thing about dancing. I'm doing physical damage to Landcrawler, and he refuses to turn around. Until he decides to turn around. Dance is very exploitable. Man. I must say, that 4 times boost, that did us a lot of good. That gave us, what, 3 levels on the way out? That was... I've done grinding at other points. In 5. In other runs. That was extremely effective. Into the actual Phantom Village. Do we even access? I don't think we have access to coral rings anymore. If I wanted to, even if I wanted them. 'Cause I don't think the guy here sells them. He does. So we would need 3 more coral rings if I wanted to take on Shinryu. Which I really don't. Yeah, we don't really have a reason to keep the Excalibur around. We definitely don't have any use of a blood sword. Don't need the air knife. Rods are gonna be in handy. We have no gold hairpins equipped. We do not need 2 gold hairpins. This hurts me. Does this hurt you as well? I'm going to sell a golden hairpin. That hurt. I have reflect rings. We do not need those. We have the magic lamp. Yes, we will open with magic lamp because because we can get an Odin off. And Odin does an instant death that can kill one of the parts of Ned. Elven mantles we want. The Lilith rod is actually useless. Just getting as much money as possible. Rainbow dress is good. Sort everything out. Right, I gave her red slippers as opposed to the rainbow dress. I mean, she loses a strength and an agility for more defense, but she gets to go fast with everybody else. The chicken knife is nearly completely online. The question remains. Do I give Bart the bone mail and never be able to heal him? Like, during all this fight, he will be losing health. No. No, that's a silly thought. Get that out of my head. That was a silly thought. We want to keep that out of our heads. Bone mail is good, but this is not the time for bone mail strats. We do not need bone mail strats yet. If we die to him, that's a different thing entirely. Max out our high potions. Make sure we have enough of those items. We actually have... This is the most elixirs I've ever had. 33 of them. Normally you don't get them. The enemies have been very generous. Either we've been extremely lucky with drops, or the drop rates have been tweaked enough to where elixirs are now fairly common. I do not know which. So we do have some get everyone's health back up with elixirs, but I really want to save those. Although, on the final boss, there's really no reason to keep them around. Having said that, I think... starting from here at World 1, at the end of World 1 we were here. the end of World 2, we were here. I accidentally overwrote the World 3 one at the end of World... Oh, I overwrote the World 2 one, never mind. But as you can see, we're actually not that bad. You beat the first dungeon at level 5. Level 4 or 5. That's not bad at all. And you beat the game at generally before level 40. There we are. There's Tool. I always forget my way around and have to look for all of the little shortcuts. The little landmarks to point me in the right direction. That void entry, it's never looked better. Okay. Dancing dual caster. She doesn't even have dual cast enabled. Yes. For now, everyone will dance. We'll consider changing some of those out later, because the nice thing about Xenniage, as opposed to dancing, is it has a certain amount that it always hits for. That assassin's dagger is doing work. Oh, the Dorm Chimera. Let's murder that thing. This thing you could have found early in the game. It casts Aqua Rake and is very deadly. I mean, when you first encounter it by the library, it is very deadly. Okay. Landcrawler is our friend. Yeah, I would like Kryl at least to be able to survive a Malgast. Because it does 1665, I believe, damage. Or 1650, somewhere in there. Just over 1600 damage. I mean, if we're lucky, we can avoid that Amalgast. But I would not guarantee that that's going to be the case. Well, thank you there. Especially considering... Yeah. They all have some defense on Ned. They do. Oh, I don't have any Phoenix Downs. I used up all my Phoenix Downs and didn't pick up any more. Whoops. That is why we're gonna want Lena. That is why we want our mages to be available. With no raises. We could go and get more Phoenix Downs, but that just shouldn't be the case if we're lucky. It shouldn't be a cause of concern if we're lucky. Oh. Actually, here's the funny thing about the final boss fight. Because of how dummy objects work in the in the code, let's say. When you start the fight with Ted, excuse me, true Exdeath, the fight before normal Exdeath, there's actually 7 creatures on stage. 7. There are 7 enemy objects on stage. 2 fake Exdeaths, 2 fake Neds, the 4 versions of Ned that you actually have to fight, and Ted. It just toggles visibility and attack scripts throughout them all. Now, it may look stupid, what I'm doing. With the running away. But what you aren't seeing, and if you don't know that this is how the item works, this is the chicken knife. Its attack continues to go up the more we're running away from things. It is the most powerful weapon in the game, and being a knife, it's of the 2 items that are affected by your running away, it's the one you want. The other one's the Brave Blade, which, well, Brave Blade, the Brave Blade, it's the opposite of the chicken knife. Its attack goes down the more you've run away. So there really is no point to... If you've run away once, the Brave Blade is useless to you. Stop turning us into frogs! Thank you. Good lord. Kryl is now a frog. Thank goodness we can cast Toad. And look at this beautiful animation here. These Pixel remasters have made some very good animation choices when it comes to improvements to the visuals compared to the original. Now, there are some, like the parting of the Guardian Forest, that I disagree with. Really? You Catoblepas wannabe? Where is my golden needles? Catoblepas wannabes. Everybody shall dance. Yeah, those things drop an elixir, which is quite interesting. Also, you can take a waterfall down. Kryl within another level or 2 should be able to survive an Amalgast. At least I hope so. Back through the Apanda book. Honestly, even the Azumalgia fight was not particularly hard. It was quite surprising, actually. Catastrophe was actually very simple and straightforward. And he normally causes all sorts of havoc and discontent. Was that? That was Chicken Knife Ferris. She did 8,000 damage to that ninja. That's pretty good. Jeez. Ferris and Bartz are going to be our main sources of damage. I might put Kryl and Lena. On Zenage duties. Because the less health the other 4 sections have, the better. I know that Death wants to trigger. That's why I gave her the Assassin's Knife. That guy just got drained to death. Wow, that's a word. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ferris does more damage now than Bartz is doing. That's got to be scaling off of agility. So I think dancers have higher agility than samurai. Yeah. Ferris looks like she might actually hit damage cap normally. Oh yes. She might just hit damage cap normally thanks to a strong chicken knife. And being dancer. The quirks of the programming. And now we see the problem with Red Mage. To get dual cast, you have to devote 999 ability points. Ferris was a Red Mage up until just recently. Like, I was in here, and I think it was right around Azumalgia, that we finally got to the point where it was like, there was no point. She learned dual cast finally. There was no point in keeping her a Red Mage. I do not know what that skill does, but it does something. Okay, Kryl needs one more level, I think. That was not the right way. This is wrong too. How did I forget my directions? I came from this direction. Yeah, because we'll be here all day if we get everyone to survive an Amalgast. Although, if I don't have them survive traditionally, then we won't have any raises. Because we don't have any Phoenix Downs. That is a problem. I didn't think about this all the way through not having Phoenix Downs. Am I gonna have to leave again in order to get Phoenix Downs? Or should we just YOLO it and see where we are at when it becomes time? What do you think? I'm willing to just YOLO it. Yeah, I think we're just gonna YOLO it and see where it goes. And the first appearances of Yojimbo's, I think. Of Yojimbo himself. He doesn't look very special in this game. He's just a very traditional samurai. That's all. Nothing special about that Yojimbo. Well, we have reached the final stage. There are 4 chests in here that I have not gotten. There are also King Behemoths. We're just going to let the King Behemoth alone. That is, attacking the King Behemoth is a good way to get a comet dropped on your head. Or to get gored. He's got both physical and magic counters. We do not fight King Behemoths. There's other things we fight. Such as these Belliphors. There's Belphegors. That's the word. I still want Kryl to survive Amalgast. Belphegors don't give XP, so really no point in fighting them. These Chimera on the other hand, if we can get them to turn around or just kill them. God, you wouldn't think it'd be a 50% chance on 3 of these characters to do a sword dance, would you? Yeah, even the Assassin's Knife is doing some 3,000 damage. Huh, apparently nothing is giving experience. Okay, that's not the one. Oh, me too. The heat is what's been doing it for me. Yeah, Sleepy's just been going around. It's summertime, it's hot. I don't think that's the chest I'm thinking of. Mind flayers. These things are nasty. Mostly because they drain your stats. They're not particularly tough, but they are not very fun to fight. I'm actually surprised they got away with the, calling these guys, mind flayers. That's alright, Yama. You get some sleep. I'll try and, head into your streams a bit more often, too. That was the fight. Welcome to Shinryu! I did not mean to pull up Shinryu, but I accidentally pulled up Shinryu. Shinryu has 55,000 health. However, he can maelstrom you, just attack you, do roulette. I mean, he can do tidal wave, which is absolutely terrible. And then he can turn you into zombies. This is not a guy we want to fight. I thought that looked like Shinryu's box. This is why I make the joke of dragons are like cats. They just like a good box. Because that is Shinryu. We are not fighting Shinryu. Everybody will dance. Once we get up to Ned, it's not gonna take long for us to kill him, if we're lucky. We've got a pretty well-established party of decent strength. Oh, you have fun, Yama. Get some rest. You'll see me post later today when we finally beat him. It's gonna happen today. Question is, how much level grinding we're gonna need before then. Make sure we have... Okay, the boost is still on, so we were just getting extremely unlucky. Is what was happening. Yeah, these guys exist merely for APB grinding, ability points grinding. I don't think these Mind Flayers are going to cause us too much of a headache. At least nothing we can't recover from. I did want that last level on Cryo, but if Bart survives alone, that's fine. He can dance his way to victory. Yeah, he can dance his way to victory. Ha ha ha. We have reached the threshold. If we wanted to, over to the left here, that is where Necrophobe exists. The boss we are not fighting. He is completely optional. Necrophobe is a man so afraid of death, he created barriers, 4 barriers to protect him. Now granted, each barrier only has 8,000 health, 8,800 health. However, while they exist, Necrophobe is immortal. They also have a counter of Holy or Flare. Each barrier does. And then you have to deal 30,000 damage to him. He has 50% defense, and 50% magic defense, and 75% magic evasion. Frankly, fighting Necrophobe is painful, but that's also where we get to see Greg's final moment. Greg takes out Necrophobe as a last effort on his part to ensure Bart and crew destroy Exdeath. Which it means, yes, if you want the Genji armor, the armor of the Genji set, you have to steal it from Greg while he's monologuing. It's the only time you have this seeming ally that you're supposed to do that with. It's quite funny. Actually quite funny. It is time. Is everyone equipped with what they need to be equipped with? "101 attack on the chicken knife. Ribbon, rainbow dress, Hermes sandals, tiaras, Aegis shield, and the Mazamune. We are as ready as we can be." Ooh, I'm entirely nervous about this. Okay. We are here. It is time. It is time for true Exdeath. Or better yet, as it could also be called, Tree Exdeath. Remember, all along, Exdeath has been a tree. All of our friends, all remaining life on the planet, absorbed into the void, including good old Fork Tower here. Or somehow Mid got back down underground, I'm not sure how. Now he sends us into the void. But despite giving us their strength, who said the Dawn Warriors were done? Enter the Dawn Warriors. Those who 30 years ago sealed Exdeath away, refused to let us into the void. We do not go safely or quietly into that night known as the void. It is time for Ted. After, of course, King Tycoon shows up again. One last time. The Dawn Warriors +1 will hold off the instant death void. We never need to see that cutscene again. For it is time say hello to Ted, true or tree Exdeath. This is phase 1 of the fight. Phase 1 has 49,000 health. Theoretically, that will not take long. However, at 30,000 health, he runs an attack script, which is either a flare holy attack or an attack, a physical attack, followed by an attack or white hole twice, followed by another. He's got an entire attack script, which is quite powerful at 30,000 health and 10,000 health. We do not have recovery at all. But he's currently one being. Dance! It is time to dance! Oh, that is going to hurt, but he could not have chosen a... He could not have chosen a worse target for that. Okay. There is no way to cleanse Doom in this fight. If he dies, which he will die, raise. He's probably only got half his health left. Where is that magic lamp? We want to prime the magic lamp. First, Bahamut. Not the strongest thing in the world. I believe next is Leviathan. And we will save the rest, because I think it's Sildra and then Odin. But I think it could be the other way around. I think it could be Odin and then Sildra. Ted has been defeated. You have 9 seconds left on Bart's being alive. With any luck. Phase 1. Okay. However, as with all final bosses in the Final Fantasies of this era, that's not all. Not even bloody close. For Ned has emerged. There are 4 sections to Ned. A dragon, a creature, a heavy, and a human. Wow. That background. Okay. Ned. There are 4 Neds. Each one of them has 30% defense. They are maximum level. Oh no, they're not even maximum level. They've got 99 strength. They are powerful. They each have specific things they do. They do have status vulnerabilities until 3 of them are dead. This is why when Yamaman Gaming was saying earlier that Zenage was helpful to him, because that helped him his first time through 5. Zenage deals consistent damage. However, we do not, in fact, have an easy way to do this. It looks like they are all in some way. You can mute them, Some have weaknesses to paralysis. Some can be stopped. In fact, they can all be stopped or slowed. Each version of Ned can. However, the top Ned, Dragon Ned, is the Amalgast head. Hopefully Amalgast dies, because Amalgast is gonna hurt. Okay, there's two Amalgasts. Oh. Who is ready? You see him shaking in the background. He's gonna do this. Ned is also a mover and a groover. Okay. Dance. Dance. You, magic lamp, you dance. There it is. Odin is next. Die! Zateksusen. One part of Ned is dead. That was top. That was the back. That is the 60,000. That's the human Ned. He does the damage. Okay. Okay. We just have other Ned to kill. Other Neds to kill. Oh no, he begins to shake. Ned has begun to shake. Time to get some damage out on everything. Zenny time. The shaking will intensify. 3,000 damage a pop. We are dead. Amalgast has murdered us. Everybody except Lena, apparently. Who is dead. That lower middle version is what casts Amalgast. We just do not have the health to survive an Amalgast. We will try this again. Well, that was just rude of him. Because yes, she is both dead and petrified. And Kira. Well, this Ted fight looks like it's going to be awfully annoying because he just wants to white hole everybody. Yep. That's how Ted fights can go. That's why ribbons are handy. White Death is a hell of a thing to fight against. I didn't even have time to get anything off, really. It's not worth fighting him right now. I don't think. We just need more... We just need more health. And nothing in here is granting experience, so there isn't a point to do anything. Varus has now reached Equip Ribbons Mastery. Bart is about ready to master Samurai. I'm looking at all the other strategies here for this. Yeah, there's really nothing we can do other than killing a Malgast first. And for that, we just need the health to survive the Malgast. Yeah, we just need to be able to survive a Malgast. There's just no way around it. There is just no way around it. He has impressive magic evasion. I mean, we're talking upwards of 3/4 of the time he will just dodge magic. That's why summoning is so useful. The magic lamp is so useful because they cannot miss. So as much as I hate grinding my mages up until they can avoid the death, they kind of have to. Looking at... Oh, that was just rude of you. That was just rude of him. You see that? Turns into a zombie, and then just leaves. Just absolutely rude of them. So rude. Absolutely rude of them. We do nothing on these behemoths because these things are absolute pains in the butt. There we go, we finally reached the point where we can grind a little bit again. I don't know why, but the enemies at that point just don't give out any experience. Everybody shall dance. Yeah, as we saw, a good sword dance just out-damages what Xeniage could do. Although, 4 Xeniages could put out 12,000 damage a turn, set, give or take. Let's see, and he just mastered Iokunai, which is, I believe, instant death. Yes. Right? Ianaki. We're gonna be here for a bit. Everything will die. Plus, this also lets us get everyone's dancing a little bit stronger. So that is the primary strategy. And once Ferris masters... not Ferris, Lena masters... the dual cast, which she may not. Probably shouldn't. It might actually be worth it to throw money, actually. Instead, due to just the damage output we're capable of doing. No, because we would have to survive like 4 or 5 turns. Whereas if we just, you know, get some real good sword dances off. I'm going back and forth on this, aren't I? There's 2 ways we could do this. We're either going to sword dance him to death, or we're going to throw money at the problem. Either way, we need to be able to survive a Malgast with everybody alive. Which means everybody is going to get massive health. Because I think even my triple Berserker run wasn't any higher than like 42 or 43. Of course, when you gain 75 HP a level, well, that's kind of acceptable amounts of health to be gained. They just need to hit like 1700 health, and I will be very comfortable with them. Kryl can now survive a Malgast. We have to make it that far, and as we saw, Ted is sometimes very disagreeable on surviving. Yeah, Ferris is going to be maxed out damage-wise well before any problem. So her dancing is going to be a dancer doing her job. Yeah. But that was that's Berserkers for you. Berserkers have tons of health. Is there... I could give her the black garb, which is better for the defense. Or I could put on the bone mail. I'm constantly trying to determine whether or not I really want the bone mail. Bone mail is good. Bone mail is actually really good. What would happen if I give her, instead of this, the man-eater, and give you the chicken knife? How's that going to do you for? How's this going to affect our damage output? How strong is a Kryl sword dance now? Not quite as strong as what Ferris can do. To be expected. But that also reduces Ferris's damage output significantly. Yeah, that's definitely not worth it. To swap those around. It might actually be worth. No, the Assassin's Dagger just does so much more damage. Sorry, I was doing something really stupid there and contemplating trying to mute the Neds. Geomancer's just here to dance. Let's see if they get 75 per. We're going to want 2 more levels on them. Just for safety's sake. Yeah, we're going to want 2 more levels on them. Just to be safe. Yeah, if we can get Ferris to get some nice sword dances off. If we had Freelancer, or if we had like a mime available, we'd be hitting damage cap like no one's business. Yeah, Ferris has reached damage cap. Ferris has reached damage cap. Thanks to Chicken Knife. So all she has to do is continue to grow in power for a couple of more levels. Because I don't think she will damage cap on the bosses. But we're going to want to swap out because Cryle can be throwing money instead. Because that's just going to be more damage than what she can put out with her dancing. So Cryle is going to Zenny. She's going to Zenny in the final fight. So we'll have her Zenny, maybe Lena as well. We'll have to see if that's more damage. It'll be more spread out damage, which is the important thing. But Lena is also lamp delivery vehicle. Although if we make Cryle lamp delivery vehicle first, because she's got the higher intelligence stats. Yes, one more level, we should be safely in the survivability of a Malgast range. And Cryo will be in the very helpful stage. I'm thinking. I'm still contemplating whether or not Lena would be better for throwing money, or dancing. She might be better for just throwing money. Because that would reduce our dancing down to 2. Well, we cannot escape this fight. Why, I do not know. Game says otherwise. It's that Hellraiser that is going to cause a problem. That rabbit needed to die. Remember, folks, the boosting options in the Pixel remasters, I only use them when absolutely necessary to save some time. If this was a normal time through Final Fantasy V, I wouldn't worry about it at all. I wouldn't have used them at all. Because you've got so many better options for your party composition than the 4 I've got here. Like, seriously, a Berserker is absolutely necessary. Control F. Iron Giant. There he is. Okay. I want one more level just to be safe. Now this Iron Giant, the funny thing about him At least according to... Well, I don't even have to do this. There is a bestiary in-game. Besides, this will let Ferris get possibly up to dealing 10,000 damage per sword without critting. We're going to temporarily return to main menu, because I'm going to find them in the actual bestiary. Where is he? Ah yes, the things we didn't fight. There are bosses we just didn't fight altogether. There he is, Iron Giant. You see that 50 defense? You never see it go above 100, because I believe that's a reduction percentage. Evasion is definitely a percentage, and I believe magic is as well. Magic defense is as well. Yeah, at 50 defense, which is more than what Ned has, we're almost damage capping. On Lena there. And even Bart's is close behind. We're definitely gonna want to swap at least Kryl over to Xeniage. To be any degree of effective. That's just what we're gonna want to do. I just need to see what kind of damage Lena does. Yeah. Kryl just does not do enough damage. Zenny will do more. Bart does a 6, so he's double a Xeniage. I just need to see what Lena does on an Iron Giant. If an Iron Giant can survive. Which this one's not even gonna see Lena dance at all. Level 46. We have reached the appropriate numbers. The numbers have been reached. Amalgast can be survived. As it should. It would probably be best to switch Lena over to Zenny. Just so the damage gets spread out a bit more. She does more damage with it. It might be worth to keep her on, No, because she's the delivery vehicle. She's the lamp delivery vehicle. We're almost there. Our final party comp for this is level 46. On almost everybody except for Lena. Might as well turn the APB up to max. Nothing else to lose. Not in this run. Not in this run. Nothing else to lose. Maybe a level to gain. But that's unlikely to happen. I will not object to more levels. I mean, that just means Kryl gets stronger. Lena gets a little bit stronger. Ferris gets ever closer to damage capping forever. And Bartz gets closer to actually level capping ever. Since we have that all done, I'm contemplating switching the part. Dancer, Geo, Samurai. Red Mage is the only one he's not capped at. I could swap Kryl over to the Samurai, but there's not a lot of reason to. And we've actually not seen Ferris's onesie pajamas. Actually quite funny. It's actually quite funny. It is time. We are here now, Ned. We are here now, Ted. But these behemoths we're still not messing with. Again, King Behemoths. Not messing with them. No, we do not fight the King Behemoths. I just refuse. Yeah, because they only have 30% health. 30% evasion. We're definitely going to want to switch Kryl over to Xeniage. And if we can get Lena to dual cast it, that would be fine. In fact, would not be the worst thing in the world. Running from these guys is just apparently not working. Stupid gargoyle wannabes. $84. That is 4 times. Yep. Bartz will be close to capping. I think there's a change we want to make, however. Thinking about it. There's a job we want to switch over. You become a dancer. Yes. And you switch over to Geomancer, who can dual cast. Yes. Hermes sandals, ribbon, chicken knife, assassin's dagger, Hermes, Lamia's, hairpin. Because the increased magic stats. Dual cast is going to be very useful on a Geomancer. For healing for raising purposes. Maybe. For now. For now. Dragon in a box. I don't know what that did. Okay, Cryo's still indeed can and does magic out. I mean, master out, max out. Damage cap! That's the word I'm looking for. 2 levels right off the bat. Just contemplating whether or not the double raises are going to be as useful as I'm hoping they are. Or do we want her zennying? I'm not exactly sure. We will try it with the original setup. We'll try it with the original setup. The Ferris Dancer. Ooh. Yeah, dual cast. Hermes. Yeah. Assassins. You will not be doing that. And everyone's equipped with their Hermes. Everyone who can has their dance boosters. Except for Cryo, who I believe we will Zenny. We will put Zenny on her. Because I believe that does just more damage. Goodbye, Necrophobe. May you live forever. Okay. Alright. Alright, Ted. Here we go again. We got very unlucky that last time. Dance. Dance. Zenny. Dance. Oh no, he can white hole. Well, he didn't doom. So far we're all right. Where is the elixirs? Elixirs are our mass healer. Okay. We cannot survive a flare. This is well known. Zenny and Dance. I wonder if I can do that and Akira. This is going to send him over the edge, isn't it? Not yet. Oh no. That was surprisingly poignant. However, with Bart's dead, this is not a good... Yeah, with Bart's dead, no. We lose too much damage. That was an unmitigated disaster. Although better than the White Hole-a-thon. That was the other version. So oh, come on. This is a very bad set of... That is just a very bad set of rolls. Okay, an attack is fine. It would probably be best, technically, if Kryl was the one delivering the magic. We have enough elixirs. Okay, double massive sword damage. Sword dance damage. Well, Lena's dead. Does that... Okay, dual cast is in fact somewhat working. As it's supposed to. It is not what I wanted it to do. But, the lamp is primed. And everybody is dead. Unrecoverable. How did I get such a good Ted fight the first time? He didn't do meteors, he did some flares, but it was mostly just physical attacking. You magic lamp. Kryl will magic lamp. Is our lamp delivery. Yes, there we go. It's almost as much as a Zenniage. If we're really lucky, we can push him. But that mostly depends on some good RNG. Which we're not getting from Bart's. Not today. Yeah, we're not gonna get... We've lost all of our luck. All of our dancing luck. Everybody dance. Not that kind of a dance. Like actual quality dancing. Come on, Lena, push him over. Okay. 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 We have reached the Ned fight again. And the one we want to kill is the lower middle, because that's the Amalgast version. Lower middle. Okay. Everybody's at max health. Ted is dead. And the dancing begins. Okay. Okay, it is time. Lower middle. Lower middle. You magic lamp. You lower middle. We have 50,000 HP with which to burn through. Satsuken. Now. Sentetsuken. Oh dear. He has begun to dance. Shit. Amalgast is still online. This is not good. Oh, yeah. A Grand Cross is being prepared. Yep. That's the one. Elixir. Come on, dancing. Grand Cross! Okay. I mean, she was dead anyway. Oh, shit. Lena is berserked. Lena is berserked. I mean, we only have one Razor, and that is Ferris. Okay, Kryl is still dead. We need to kill Amalgast before he goes off. Go ahead, kill Lena, please. Please kill her. Please kill her. Come on, kill the Amalgast, please. We're gonna have to sit through another Amalgast, which we are not gonna survive nicely. Okay, yep. We are fine. That will not matter. Amalgast will die. Amalgast is dead. Amalgast is dead. Now we just need to be careful about the remaining damage. Ferris needs to stay alive. because she can double raise. Ferris just needs to stay alive, because the male guest will come back online. Grand Cross will be next. Everybody elixir yourself. Everybody elixir, just to survive. And now we dance. First Grand Cross. Ferris is immune. However, Ferris is doomed. We want as much damage going out to both of these as possible. Ferris needs to put out as much damage as she can while she's alive. Okay, it's time to switch targets. Switch the dancing target. Yes. Because we want these guys to die roughly in sync with each other. We may have done this. We may have succeeded. It is always a matter of numbers. It is always a matter of numbers. We are killing Grand Cross next, which is this back one. The front one is just the physical one. He's the one that's been hitting physically hard. We're just gonna keep Bart's alive. It does not matter whether or not he actually does or not. His dancing would be more helpful, but his existence, his mere existence is perfect. Ferris does all of our damage. Everybody, kill! Oh, yes! No! No! Fuck me! Fuck me, we did it! Berserker Barts! Fucking Berserker Barts! Fiesta is over! The fest has been won! Exdeath has been danced to death! Woo! Oh my god. Frickin' Exdeath. In the beginning, there was only the void. But from the void came 4 essences. They formed the crystals, and the world was born. Hope blessed the earth, courage blazed with flame. Devotion turned water into seeds of life. Passion for knowledge spread wisdom on the winds. If ever the void threatens to engulf the world, so long as the 4 essences still exist in mankind, light will be reborn anew. It is from the void that the 4 essences will rise. And once again, they will shine bright. Fuck. Sorry, folks, but that was... Every time you're fighting Exdeath in one of these things with a suboptimal party, finding strategies like what we just did, the relief is just... It's palpable. That wasn't the worst party we've done. Like I said, the Berserker party... The Berserker Black Mage party was worse. But we danced him to death. The only person who didn't have dance that entire party, that entire time, was Kryl, the Geomancer. And she didn't need to dance. In fact, it probably would have been ideal if she'd had, like, dual cast on, because that was more useful, actually. That was the alternate strategy, because the Xenniage was useful in the TED part more than anything. Remember those essences that we got at the beginning of the game when the wind crystal broke? Yeah, we got the essences of the crystals imbued within us. Which means the crystals can be reborn. The world need not die, so long as Ned is dead. And Ned is very much in need of being dead. For the crystals have found new homes. The Earth Crystal in the pyramid. Istori Falls, a place we never went to, where Leviathan exists. On the tablet platform. The new water home. In the deep sea trench. Another place we never went to. On its tablet platform. Fire. Underwater. And finally, as the library gets restored, as does everywhere else that got consumed by the void, is returned. Even Castle Tycoon. Unfortunately, here's the thing. As you're fighting that last boss, there are some minor changes that can happen to the story here, to the ending you get, depending on who's physically alive at the time of you killing Ned. Unfortunately, there were only 2 people alive at the end there. But we'll see that shortly. Our good old Windrake, Hiryu, has been reborn and gifted us a way out. Ferris, however, did not live. Ferris did not survive Ned, and neither did Kryl. The only 2 to survive that fight were Bart and Lena, in this universe at least. This was probably one of the fastest, I'm gonna be honest, one of the fastest Fiestas I've ever done. And in a hidden location. I know where this is. The Wind Crystal has been reborn. But this is probably the fastest Fiestas we've ever done. It would be 27 hours, I think, on record, give or take. Possibly, give or take. Um, there are faster runs people can do, but unfortunately this was not a super fast run, but it was a faster run. Most of that was today being augmented by the joyous boosts that they added into the this version of the game. It has been a little bit of time, maybe a year, maybe a few months after Exdeath has won. You get more scenes if everybody lives. Lena is convinced that Ferris will return someday. She has to believe it. After all, she lost her once before. She doesn't want to lose her again. Castle Ball is now without a queen. There's no heir to the throne. Whatever will they do? Even the Windrake is likely quite sad. For Kryl has not returned. And yes, that means Bart himself can in fact not survive. With no Ferris, the pirates don't know what to do. However, we get to see baby chocobos. Look at that. Look at them in their little tails. Look at that. They're just adorable. It's been a year. Meanwhile, Sid and Mid, they're just still under Fork Tower. Lady Sarasa, also known as Ferris. Ferris Schwartz. Galuf. Ferris. And Kryl. Kryl Baldesian. Heir to Galuf. And seemingly in a very sibling relationship with Bart's. Saved our butts multiple times, in fact. First was from King Tycoon. Second was in World 2, from Exdeath himself and the crystals there. Well, Sid is an old man. Back at the Guardian Tree. The Forest of Moor has recovered. A little bit, at least. And the prelude begins in the background. Flowers for our friends. Did you really think they were dead forever? It only took a year, but the Dawn Warriors got our backs. Galuf has our backs. Didn't have enough strength to escape the void. Might as well upload those videos. The run has been completed. 2024 has been completed. And that, folks, is Fiesta. That is a Final Fantasy V Fiesta run. That is a Meteor Berserker Risk. Despite having Berserker Risk, allowing duplicates and random jobs, we did not get a single Berserker. And that is weird. That's absolutely weird. But this party was the dance party. We didn't get Dancer fully unlocked and online until just at the end. We danced Ned to death. Ned is now dead. And this, folks, is why 5 is one of my favorite Final Fantasies. The job system and how they set up the various bosses with their weaknesses, they never reached this level of granularity, really. I mean, yes, you can do a lot with like 6, with how things are done. but not on this type of unique scale of, yeah, you can just kind of do. In 6, the Materias, the Magicites, give bonuses upon leveling up. It doesn't matter. You're in 5. Your stats are not determined by what you were when you leveled. Every job has stats at X level, which allows you to freely choose between them. And in a normal run, that allows you to mix and match quite beautifully. And it allows for this to happen. There's a reason the 4-job fiestas have continued to exist. Because unlike if you were to try it in any other Final Fantasy, it's been tried in 3. It's a lot harder in 3, due to 3's very peculiar requirements for using jobs. Nothing quite has reached this level of ability to be, I don't want to say broken, but anything can clear it. Any job combination can clear the boss, can clear the game. Some are easier than others. Sometimes you get Monk, and Dragoon, and 2 Berserkers. Other times you get Time Mage, Time Mage and Ranger, which lets you Quick Leak, which is an entire mechanic that I don't know if it still exists in the Pixel Remaster or not. But basically when you break a Bio Rod, that starts sapping enemies. If you use X action, or whatever the ultimate ranger skill is that lets you use 2 actions in a row. Or that might be a Time Mage specific skill. But whatever. You break a rod first, and then you know what you do? You sit. The game logic in the background will not advance, but the enemy's health still ticks down. It can literally take hours to beat the game like that. But if you do, you can quick leak almost any enemy. It takes 12 hours to quick leak Omega, but you can quick leak Omega. Like 12 in-game hours to quick leak Omega. And it's like 4 to quick leak Shinryu, and about the same for Ned. But that's the way of it. And so, folks, that is done. And that is Fiesta over. What will we be doing this week? This week we won't be doing any streaming until Friday. Friday we'll be starting bright and early. Once I finished updating 14. Once 14's finished updating, we'll start into Dawn Trail as soon as we can. And that's going to be an all-day event Friday, most of Saturday, Sunday afternoon, and up to Monday and Tuesday if we need to. With any luck, by then we'll have blitzed through Dawn Trail, and it'll be as exciting as these expansions tend to be. I know I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are as well. But that's all I have to say. Fiesta is over till next year. I do want to spend some time this year after Fiesta. We're going to do some Neo again. Once Dawn Trail's done, we'll be back to Neo. And then I have some demos for various games and some smaller indie games that I'd like to play with you guys for a little bit. But we'll be doing some 14 along the way. You know, some things like that. You know, every time there's a major patch, we'll be going back to 14. We'll try and get some 11 in. But there's just some games I want to play. Just some games I want to chew and churn through as we try and get this streaming back consistently online. I just wanted to get this Fiesta done. And I knew we could do it. We could skip, but all of these people who did this, who had any part in this Pixel remaster, hands down, applause. I played all of 1 and 2 Pixel remasters. I've not beaten all of 3 remaster. I need to. 4 remaster I've not, also not beaten that. Haven't touched 6's Pixel remaster. But just the fact that they went and did this Pixel remaster thing, they didn't have to. But they did, and I'm glad they did, because it preserved the true experience of what these games were. Even if they had to fix some things here and there, affect a little bit of the balance, they definitely did with 1 and 2. Spells actually work in there. But they most definitely did the job right. And I applaud them. And I have nothing but good things to say about this. And the original team that did this, they did a good job. This is definitely a worthy article to be done. To the fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew that brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. Kryl the Geomancer. Level 46. 10 of 74 abilities learned. That's actually not a bad number, all things considered. Ferris. Also level 46. Dancer. Learned even fewer abilities, because she had to learn dual cast. I just love this ending in particular. Trust me, that list gets really long if you've learned a lot of abilities. That's actually a pretty high amount of abilities learned, all things considered. The Warriors of Light. The end. And so, folks, we'll see you early Friday. I'll have there'll be a waiting room up on the YouTube page. And a link in the Discords if you're part of them. In advance, once I figure out exactly when we're going to be streaming. It won't just be me. I know Yama Man, who was here earlier at the beginning of the stream. He'll be streaming Dawn Trail as well. Try and keep the spoilers as much as can be down, but honestly, by the time you reach Dawn Trail, you're gonna be spoilered. There's no way around that. So, Yeah. Unless you want spoilers for 14, don't stick around Friday through Tuesday. Hopefully we'll be done with it sooner than Tuesday, but those are our options. Until the fiesta ends. This is Stompin' Llama. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.